guys, I'm Asia with Fur and Lace Photography, and I am here today to show you how to set up your perfect selfie station and your perfect flat lay station when you only have your cell phone and a couple things around the house. So I will show you how to do that, and I'll also show you a couple basics about your phone that maybe you didn't know your camera had, and a little quick and dirty tutorial of how to edit those photos after you're done. So of course this is if you don't have me or another professional photographer with you, because professional photos just bring your business to another level, but I understand that not everybody can have me with them all the time, and this is a quick little tutorial to show you how to get the best content when you don't have me.
All right. First, I'm going to show you a couple tips and tricks you may not have known if you have an iPhone. If you have an Android, they have similar functions, but they may be in different places. So the first thing I want to show you is your autofocus, your auto lock. So if you tap on where you'd like to stay focused on and hold it down, it will give you, it says AEAF lock. So that will keep it focused exactly where you want it to be. And then you'll see this little sunshine on the right hand side after you create that autofocus. And if you pull the sunshine up, it will start to overexpose your photo. So it will start to make it brighter for you. So you can adjust that. Or if you pull the sunshine down, you can also have it underexposed for you. So maybe you're in a super bright area and you need to bring that exposure down. You have that capability straight on your phone. So now that you have everything set up, everything you'd like to focus on, your exposure is set, then you can go ahead and snap your photo. I always like to have my live photos on, and I'll show you why. So there, I just took my photo and we're ready to go into our Photos app, and I'll show you a couple things in there that you may not have known. Okay, so if you go into your photo gallery and you swipe up on that picture that you just took, it will show you exactly all the options that you have. So it keeps the normal view, and this is only if you have your live photos turned on. So it kind of gives you the option to turn it into almost like a boomerang style, if you're familiar with the boomerangs on Instagram. So you can do that with any photo that you take on your phone as long as your live is on. So that's super helpful, because if you wanted to make something a little bit more captivating for your grid or something like that, but you didn't want to take your pictures via Instagram, that gives you that option. And you just have to do a quick swipe up, because as you can see, sometimes I'm going back into my gallery and that's not what I intended to do. So lots of different effect options straight built into your iPhone. This is not my favorite way to edit any of my photos or my live photos. I will show you a couple different options at the end of this video on how to edit your other photos. But if you don't want to get any of the other apps that I show you, this is still a good option. So you also see that they have all of the editing tools in here, you know, your brightness, your highlights, everything like that is built into your phone. And I think that a lot of people don't really mess around with this too much because they don't know that it's there, or they don't know exactly where to find it. So play around a little bit on your phones and, you know, see what you can make without even going into any other app. It's pretty cool that you can do this built straight into your iPhone, guys. So yes. All right, guys, welcome to your DIY selfie station video. I'm going to be using this window to show you how to get the best lighting for your photos, and I'll be facing this window for all of these videos that you see. So we've got some pretty harsh light today, so I'll show you a couple of tips and tricks to get the best even light for your selfies. So as you can see, the light is really harsh. I'm just sitting in front of the window as I showed you in the previous video. So I've got shadows all over the place. I'm squinting. I've got bright spots on my forehead. So that's not a good look for our photos. We've also got a ton of distractions in the background. Suitcases, couches. I've got that thing over there. And that does not make for a good, not distracting photo. So I'm going to set up a couple different things, and I'm going to show you how to even this light out and how to make it a much more presentable photo. So a couple things I'll do to help even out this picture. First, I'm going to use this white curtain. I'm just going to hang it straight in front of the window. What this is going to do is help even out that light, that harsh light that was coming in, and help create a nice even picture without all of those weird shadows all over the place. So the next thing is I'm also going to add a backdrop to this. So this is literally just a clothes hanger or a clothes rack with a comforter draped over it. So I'm going to position that to where I feel comfortable and where it's filling up the whole frame, and I'll show you the results. Yes, honey. So the light is so much more even. We've got better lighting and we're not having any of those weird shadows. But if you want it a little bit more dramatic, you can move into that sun. It's still diffused a lot more. So this doesn't have to be just for photos. It could be for recording your videos, anything that you need really good light for and a good backdrop. So I hope this helped. Let's create some sexy selfies, babies. Yes. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to set up a flat lay station. So I've taken these 2 dining room chairs and put 2 brooms through each of them. I'm going to set my phone on top of those handles pointing straight down so it's level and stable, and it's going to stay in the same place the whole time. And all I have to do is press a button to get that photo after I have set up all of my flat lay stuff. So that is my setup. I know it doesn't seem like much, but you don't need much to make good photos. So I'll show you how to set up your flat lay next. So flat lays are a great way to showcase the details of your business, the feel of your business, your brand, right? So let's say we're doing a clothing flat lay. So with flat lays, you want to have good texture. You want to have good movement in the photo. And I'll show you how I create movement within a photo, even though it's just a still photo. So you want to have really good layers with flat lays. So adding really cute accessories that might go along with the aesthetic, different trays, different, like things that raise things up and add different layers. So you see I created that movement with the strap here going off the frame. So once I put this last piece in place, you'll see how it kind of makes your eye move from the pants to the shirt to the camera and off the frame. So you're seeing the whole photo in one glance. You don't know it sometimes, but your eyes know it. So get creative with these, play around a little bit, do a couple different options of flat lays and see which draws your attention the most. So this is just another option that I'm putting together to create some movement and some eye direction. So after I snap these photos, then I will show you how to go back and edit them. Okay, so this is the photo that I got when I snapped the photo. You can actually do that while you're recording if you guys didn't know that as well. So I'm going to show you next how to edit this photo. So my favorite app to use is the Lightroom app. You can download that from the App Store and you can upload any pictures from your camera roll onto there. So I'm going to give you a very quick and dirty walkthrough of what these settings are. So the light is going to control your exposure, your highlights, your contrast, your shadows, all of that good stuff. You can crop it in since I have that spot up at the top right. And I hate to tell you this, and I know you're going to kill me, but just play around with this and kind of see what each different slider does. You could also click on auto down at the bottom and that will automatically edit for you. But it's sometimes not as great as you'd like it to turn out. So I'm showing you how to edit without putting any presets on, but I would highly recommend looking on Etsy or finding a photographer that you love their presets and buying a preset for Lightroom Mobile. This just makes your work so much quicker and makes your content creation a lot more smooth and a lot more consistent, because that way you're using the same color palette and the same feel to all of your photos. So I've chosen my favorite preset that I like to use. So I'm going to update the exposure. I'm going to update the whites, the highlights, the shadows, just to make sure everything is popping. So all of this is, I don't want to say self-explanatory, but as I'm showing you what these sliders do, you can kind of get a feel for where you would want your photos to be for your brand. You can also use this little dropper tool to set the white balance, which means how cool or how warm it is. But if you don't want to use the dropper tool, you can also use the color slider, the blue and yellow, and it slides back and forth and up and down. And you can turn it really, really super warm or really, really super cool. It just depends on what your vibe is. I don't necessarily recommend the super duper warm or the super duper cool, but you do your own thing, baby. So now I'll show you the before and after, and you just hold on the screen to see the before. I'm gonna update the sharpness to make sure that things are staying sharp and clear. Also the detail I'm going to update. And then if you go over to the effects tab, there's a clarity slider, meaning how clear things are. The only thing with clarity slider, as you see when I pull it up, is it brings out literally everything. So you can see I've got some dog hair or some lint or whatever on this shirt. So we're going to go over to the healing tool and choose what size of the healing tool we'd like to use. And all you have to do is click or draw the shape on there that you want to cover up. And then after you click on those areas, it will try to auto-populate, but you can also move those little dots elsewhere if it's like doing something weird. So once you click, you can change the size, you can move things around, but I think this is looking pretty dang good. And so after you're happy with your work, you check the before and after, make sure you haven't totally screwed it up, and then you can export it to your camera roll by clicking that little arrow pointing up at the very top of the screen, and then that will save to your camera roll and you can post that wherever you would like. So hang tight, I'll show you one more editing app that you can use if this is too much for you. The next app is the Tezza app, T-E-Z-Z-A. It's just definitely a lot more user-friendly because it comes with these trendy and modern presets built into it. I think it is a paid for app. I'm not positive on the cost of it, but it has all of those presets built in, and then you can also go in and tweak those presets with your exposure, your highlights, and things like that that I showed you on the other app if you don't like exactly how that preset is laying on that photo. So you can also add cool effects on this like dust or grain to make it a little bit more like gritty or retro looking. So this one's a little bit more modern, I would say, but then you can also do a really cool thing called like the shake or the move on this. Shake or move. This is not a dance tutorial. So this adds a little bit of movement to it as well to capture your audience's eye and to make sure that something is different about your page. So I really like this app. It's a lot more user-friendly. And then after you edit your photos, you can also create your own templates. So say you wanted to create an ongoing or like a standing template for your stories, your Instagram stories. You can build your own templates with text, with borders, with color schemes. And, you know, that way when you have new photos or new content to put out, you've got your templates already built in there for you, and all you have to do is slap in those photos that you've edited. So this is a really cool app, T-E-Z-Z-A.
Okay guys, so that's all I have for you right now. If you have any questions about the things that I've taught you in this video, please reach out to me. And if you set up your own stations, I would love to see how you've set them up. I'd love to see the behind the scenes and how you got creative with them. So if you're posting on Instagram, make sure to tag me and Courtney, or just send us a picture privately if you don't want to put it on Instagram. I think it's the coolest thing in the world to see how creative people get. So I'm sitting in front of my homemade backdrop right now, and it could literally be a shower curtain and clothespins that you hang from a string of twine. So, you know, you don't have to have all of this professional equipment to get some good content. If you don't have the budget or if you don't have the availability for a professional photographer, this is a really good way to get started. Thanks, guys.